guys up. Hair's all messed up, sorry. Before we go live, before we get started, give us a quick share. Stay with me. Alright. We'll be right back, guys. Alright. Sorry guys, what's up, what's up? Yeah, I'm here, man, sorry. I am here, sorry about that. What is everyone up to today? Apologize for the wait. Thank you for the likes. If you're just coming in, hit that like and subscribe button. Here to talk about the Wyatt 6 today, guys. So let's talk about the Wyatt 6. We saw the Wyatt 6 last night. We saw Uncle Howdy debut against Chad Gable. Hope you guys can hear me. But what is up, guys? What is up? Apologize for the wait. Took me a minute. Grab me a drink real quick. Leave me a comment down below. Any wrestling-related questions to the Wyatt 6 or any wrestling-related questions at all, let me know in the comments. Wouldn't mind talking to you guys for a while. Probably on here for a couple hours, depending on how well the live goes. NXT's on tonight, but I'm not really gonna watch it. What's going on, Di? How you doing? Good to see you again. It's been a while since I've seen you. How you been? Reminder to share the live out, guys. Hit that like button. Give me that thumbs up. Hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, we saw the debut of Uncle Howdy. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. God bless you. Appreciate you for being on here. Appreciate you for being a supporter. You've always been a good supporter. Appreciate that. If anybody's seen Uncle Howdy's debut last night, let's talk about it. Uncle Howdy versus Chad Gable. What are your thoughts, guys? Let me know your thoughts. I thought it was a decent main event, you know. I thought it was a pretty decent main event, you know. Got Chad Gable selling the Sister Abigail very well. He sells it like no other too. Like the way he can sell moves is phenomenal. I think that's the best I've ever seen the Sister Abigail be sold. You haven't watched any wrestling since Cena's debut. You're about 20 years behind, brother. You're about 22 years behind. What's up, Leon? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for being on. How you doing today, Leon? Good to see you on here, man. Appreciate that. Reminder, if you're just coming in, hit that like and sub button, guys. Just posted a few new videos. Definitely check them out. Rest in peace to Sid Vicious. We gave a Raw recap last night, along with a live reaction to Uncle Howdy and Chad Gable. All right. That sounds good, man. Yeah, I mean, it's changed over the years, you know, changed a lot since Cena's debut. I respect that. Perfect time to get back into it, though. You know, we got a lot of different things. The Bloodline, we got the Wyatt 6, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Randy Orton. Now Cena, he's gonna retire next year, WrestleMania, so that'll be his last match. Who should it be against? Probably Kurt Angle, Randy Orton. Now, Cena's gonna retire next year, WrestleMania, so that'll be his last match. Who should it be against? Probably Kurt Angle, Randy Orton. Probably, I don't know. But let's talk about whatever, guys. We don't necessarily have to talk about the Wyatt Six. We can talk about anything wrestling related. Tell me how your day was. I mean, tell me what you did today. You was thinking of watching the Monday Night Wars again. That's pretty decent, man. I mean, I have a friend that's like that. My friend, he'll call me, and we'll sit and talk about WCW or Monday Night Wars back. She's not here. She's currently in the process of moving. But yeah, my friend, me and him, he'll call me. He'll complain about WCW and how it's no longer around, and he'll complain about how wrestling not like it used to be, um, and it's not. There's so much that has changed over the years. So we'll sit on the phone for like an hour, just talking about WCW, Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown from like the early 2000s, because that's what he's into. I tell him all the time, if you're gonna get back into it, now is the time to get back into it. But he won't do it. I don't blame him, and I don't blame him. It's changed. There's good. There's some good. There's some bad. No. But he's also excited for Raw to be uncensored in 2025 on Netflix. So hopefully that brings some of the older fans back, as well as him. But we'll see. But yeah, pro wrestling has changed over the years, but it's still around. There's so much new styles of pro wrestling anymore. Roll me one. What's up? Good to see you, man. How you been? It's been a while. I was wondering where you were at. Tay is in the process of moving, guys, so you might not see her for a while. Guy says I want Eric Bischoff back. uh, yes, they will be on Netflix next year. It's interesting you mentioned Eric Bischoff. I was just watching 83 Weeks today, actually. I'm a fan of Eric Bischoff. Howdy debut was quality, yes sir. It was amazing, really was. Romy One says I don't want Eric back. He's a muppet. I don't agree with everything Eric did in WCW, but he's better than Vince Russo. I think Eric Bischoff has a good mind for the business. I really do. Regardless of what you think of Eric, he does have a good mind for the business. I know they speak a lot of negativity on 83 Weeks about AEW, and you can't really blame Eric because he's been in that position. And when you look at AEW, you look at a lot of the things we see now from WCW. A lot of things that are happening then are happening now, So for Eric to criticize AEW and people have a problem with that, but you have to realize he's been a part of it. He's been in that position. So if anybody can criticize AEW, it should be Eric Bischoff. It should be guys like Jim Cornette who been in that position. Eric's new show should be How to Kill a Wrestling Promotion with an Unlimited Bank Account. We'll see. That's a good one. We'll see. I don't necessarily blame Eric for all of that. I don't blame Eric for killing WCW. Because I don't think it was just him. Because if you watch the documentary, if you read the articles, all the information about it, it was not only the higher executives, the higher ups, but it was also, in my opinion, Vince Russo, who killed WCW. See, Vince Russo's thing was he never wanted to put the title on Hogan. Eric was too busy having his. Yeah, I agree. I never liked Eric's treatment of Hogan because I'm never a fan of Hogan, but you have to kind of put into the fact that Hogan was the top guy back then. But Vince Russo did not want to put the title on Hogan. And so, Bash at the Beach, all that stuff. So they put the title on Booker T. Okay, good move by Russo. I will say that. But everything after that, Russo did. Putting the title on himself afterwards, downhill from there. Everything else went downhill from there. After Bash at the Beach, I believe everything else went downhill. Romy One says, let's sign Bret Hart after the screw job and then mess it up Eric special. Yeah, I mean, he, he is the single most important wrestler ever in history. Hulk Hogan. I mean, he is. When you think of the history of pro wrestling, you got to put Hogan in there. He definitely put pro wrestling on the map, I think. But I, for one, I'm not a fan of Hogan. You know, there's a lot of reasons, but yes, he is a part of pro wrestling. He is a historical figure in pro wrestling, believe it or not, like it or not. He's the guy had the muscles. He had the physique. He had everything. Hogan's heel turn with the NWO though. I mean that was pretty cool. I will say that with Nash and Scott Hall, Razor Ramon. Right, right. Eric, let's give Warrior mad money to work 2 matches, and then in TNA, let's send Jeff out intoxicated. Well, again, I don't really blame Eric for that because there were other people backstage too besides Eric. Why didn't anybody stop Jeff? I don't know. Um, Now Eric did do his best to put a finish to that match quickly. He said, Scorpion Death Drop 1, 2, 3, you're done. If Eric didn't do that, who knows how bad that match would have went? Because Jeff had no idea where he was. So I don't necessarily blame Eric for that. I mean, it's kind of hard when there was other people backstage, but I mean, if anything, got to give credit to Eric because nobody else went out there to cut that promo real quick. That was off the top. He had to do something, like on the fly. Romy once says, I would rather hear Kamala do her weird crackle laughing. 83 weeks is actually pretty cool. I like it. My friend actually got me into that podcast. I didn't even know Eric had a podcast until my friend told me about it. I'm a Cornette guy though. I watch the drive-through and the experience religiously. So, but I do pay attention to Eric every once in a while too. But yeah, guys, what's everybody up to today? Please share out the live if you can. Like the live if you haven't already. Yeah, I think a lot of people. You made a good point here. I think a lot of people hate Eric just for the fact that they have a misinterpretation of him. A lot of people think he's this bad guy. Like I said, I didn't care for his treatment of Hogan. I thought he put Hogan over way too much, but he did do his best in WCW. I mean, it happens. He's not the only. WCW is not the only company to go under, but it wasn't just Eric. It was a numerous amount of people, other than Eric Bischoff, in my opinion. But I don't know, man. Russo depends on who you're asking. Russo's. I don't. I wouldn't say Russo's likable. I don't. I don't. I mean, Russo's likable to some people. Maybe Kenny Bolin or whoever's co-hosting with him. I don't know, but not many people say they like Vince Russo. Ask Jim Cornette. you know he was not a fan. Now, see, I was never a ECW fan, um, but I don't knock people for liking that kind of wrestling for hardcore wrestling. It's just not my thing. I will say it has evolved in recent years. You look at hardcore wrestling, then you look at death matches. Um, New Jack, guys like that. But I was just never a fan of hardcore wrestling. Eric has done more for wrestling than anyone else. Hmm, it's fair. I don't agree with that statement nor disagree. It's a fair statement. Heyman developed talents like Roman, Punk, and half the roster right now. Well, if you're gonna put Heyman in that conversation, you got to put Dusty Rhodes in that conversation too. There's a lot of talent on that roster right now, especially the WWE roster that Dusty Rhodes developed. Heyman, Heyman, he's a big name. He can help out a lot of talent. He discovered, CM Punk and well, not really discovered him, but like, you know what I mean. Oh, for sure, Dusty. Dusty's phenomenal. Yeah, I love Dusty, man. His promo skills were top notch. Yeah. Well, WWE, but Dusty too, man. Like FCW back in the day with like Bray Wyatt, guys like that, Seth Rollins, Roman. I mean, yeah, WWE did help develop them, but Dusty, promo skills, they learned from Dusty. What's up, Greg? How we doing, buddy? Good to see you. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for coming on here. Dusty told Bray to be himself and gave him free reign. yeah, I mean, Dusty took a chance on Bray, and Bray had an amazing career. He did well for himself. Sad he had to pass. He passed pretty young. All right, Dad. Take care, man. Thanks for being on here. I appreciate you, buddy. Have a good night. We got a little conversation in the comments, guys. Feel free to chime in. Let me know your thoughts. I'm curious to know your thoughts. We're discussing Heyman, Eric Bischoff, everyone else. But the main topic, guys, is what's next for the Wyatt Six. Greg, Bray Wyatt. We were talking about Bray Wyatt, who passed away last year. A year ago, just the other day, actually. Thank you for the like, my friend. Heyman put the luchadors on the map. I agree. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think WCW played a big role in that too. You got Rey Mysterio back in WCW. You got Juventud Guerrera. Yes, sir. I'm a big fan of Bray Wyatt. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a big fan of Bray Wyatt. He passed last year, but I love Bray. Thank you for the like. Appreciate that. I think we just got a new like. We were 4-0. We're at 5 now, right? It's fair. Fair statement. Yeah, if you haven't got a chance to watch Eddie and Ray back in WCW. They're like their early matches. They're really good. Like Rey Mysterio was phenomenal back in WCW, like early WCW days. If you're just now stopping in, guys, give me a sub and a like. Probably another month or two, Greg. I'm at 2,978 right now, watch hours. So we're getting there. We're getting close. Where are you at, brother? Like, what's your watch hours looking like? If you don't mind. Thank you for the like. Appreciate that. Thanks for coming in. Psychosis and Juventud. I forgot about that one. Psychosis. That's a good one. I forgot about that one. Well, Psychosis and Juventud too. They had a little WWE run with the Mexicals. I remember Super Crazy, Juventud, and Psychosis. Honestly, buddy, I don't know. I'm not watching NXT tonight. I'm just coming on here to chat real quick. Talk about the Wyatt Six, talk some wrestling, talk about whatever. Tajiri. Tajiri's a good name, man. I remember watching Tajiri when I was a kid. NXT's pretty decent, man. Um, I like it. It's pretty decent. I think other than Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown, this is NXT's pretty cool. The booking is great for NXT for sure, and that's thanks to Shawn Michaels. Let's keep the chat rolling, guys. Share the live out if you can. Hit that like if you're just coming in. Shane Douglas was a wasted talent. He could have been great in WWE if they backed him and let him have the franchise gimmick. I believe Shane Douglas is actually from Pittsburgh, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say he is, but I'm not really sure. Psycho Sid, yes sir. I just paid tribute to him yesterday. Psycho Sid Vicious. We did a little Raw recap. We paid tribute to Psycho Sid. He'll be remembered for sure. Yes sir. He was only, I think they said 64 or 63, something like that. Young, that's young. Do you think so, Romy One? It's a possibility. What is everyone getting into tonight? Guys, feel free to comment. Get involved in the conversation. The game and franchise have a lot of similarities. I'll have to maybe do a video on that. You gave me an idea, Romy One. Thank you. Ricochet is all the way. Yes, sir. We talked about that yesterday. Kind of curious to see how his booking goes. Um, Now we know. Hey, Brooke, how's it going? Thanks for being on here. If you want to trade an hour later, Brooke, I'm all for it. I'm doing well. How are you, Brooke? We were talking earlier about Ricochet's booking yesterday, and I'm wondering if he'll be booked pretty decent going forward. Now we know his booking wasn't that solid in WWE, but who knows? Romy once said his booking will be bad. It's Tony after all. I mean, yeah. I mean, you think about it. He can't book Pac pretty decent. He can't. A lot of talent he can't book. That you would think would have good booking. Thank you, Brooke. Appreciate your support, dear. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, if you want to trade an hour, Brooke, later or something, let me know. I'm definitely down for it. Same with you, Greg, if you're still here. Make sure we're checking out History Buff 101, guys. Make sure we're checking out Mr. Tears 03. Subscribe to their channels. Make sure we're subscribing to the Zach Zone, the gaming channel. Check that out. Romy One says Tony has to buy talent instead of creating his own. Once MJF leaves AEW, it's curtains. Well, I mean, good point. But we can say that now. AEW, their booking with MJF isn't the greatest. So it's kind of already curtains. you know, and I'll be honest, MJF he's not what he used to be. I mean, I like MJF, I do, but you look at his heel turn back then compared to now, it's just not going well. Thank you for the likes. Appreciate that. We're at 9, guys. Let's get to 10 if we can. Appreciate the time, guys. Thank you. But if you look at MJF's run now compared to back then, it's lost some steam. It definitely has. It's hard to admit that, but it has. Romy once says, when you still push a 50-year-old past his prime, Jericho over young talent, that's really bad. A lot of people are calling for Jericho to retire. Same with the Hardys, I believe Jericho should retire. There's nothing left for him to accomplish. Even if he goes back to WWE, what's he going to do? Uh, you know, I don't see him going back to WWE, but I'm just saying, if it were to happen. But I think he'll retire in AEW. Like, I'm surprised the Hardys left. They're rumored to come back to WWE. Um, they're in TNA right now. They're doing some things there. Yeah, definitely time to call it quits. Especially Jeff. Jeff, he's physically, you can tell, he's miserable. I think they know. I think they know it's time to quit, but their bodies are telling them, come on, quit, but their minds are just saying, keep going, type deal. But you can only go so far. I mean, well, nah, he's older now. He's not gonna be able to do it. It's like a modified version of the Swanton now. But yeah, at this point, does he have to hit a Swanton? No, he could hit a Twist of Fate and be done. Romy one says, I'd rather watch Jesse. I'd rather watch Jesse Ventura wrestle right now than the Hardys. I hear Jesse Ventura's back in WWE. I didn't know that. Does Jeff still wrestle? Yes, sir. What's up, Robert? How you doing, buddy? Lafayette, Indiana. How we doing? Greetings from Pittsburgh, my friend. I agree, my man. I agree. If you're just coming in, guys, hit that like and sub button if you haven't subbed already. That's good, man. Good to hear. Jesse Ventura is on a legend still. Yeah, I didn't know that. There was a recent interview with him and Chris Van Vliet. It's out on YouTube now. Yeah, I know he's like the governor now. Man, look at everybody coming in here. I appreciate that. Share the live out, guys. Click the link. Get in here. Let's talk. Stories are decent. Yeah, I mean, Robert, I tried to say it. I knew I said it wrong, but I mean, you're right. I couldn't pronounce it. He follows me on Twitter, so I'm happy about that. I support him. Most athletic wrestler of all time. Wow, that's a good one. Huh. Um, God. Gotta say. Gotta say maybe AJ Styles, Shawn Michaels, I don't know. If I may ask, how often do you go live? I usually go live Mondays and Fridays for Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown. Usually, now today I'm just calling live here to chat, but for the most part I'm live Mondays and Fridays at 8 p.m. So you'll see me on here Mondays and Fridays, my friend. RVD, yeah, I was gonna say RVD, and I was gonna say Rey Mysterio too. I mean, that guy can do it all. She's doing well, man. Thanks for asking. Do I watch AEW sometime? To be honest, Robert, I haven't watched AEW since they aired that footage of CM Punk and Jack Perry. That backstage altercation that they aired live on Dynamite. Haven't watched it since. I refuse to. I love all pro wrestling and I wish him well, but I won't watch him after that. I just trying to hit 10 likes, guys. If you're just not coming in, hit that like and sub button. Join in the conversation, guys. Don't be shy. Yeah, I definitely said AJ Styles, man. I'm from Pittsburgh, my friend. Pittsburgh, PA. Go Steelers. I'm a big Steelers fan. Haven't really caught up with preseason or nothing yet, but I'm a Steelers fan now. You're from Chicago? All right. Dude, don't talk about my Steelers, man. I'm a Steelers fan. As long as I don't got no Ravens fans in here. I'm just joking. I'm not a fan of the Ravens, but I won't discriminate if you are. But yes, I've been a Steelers fan since I've been born. From Ben Roethlisberger to whoever we got now, you know. Mason Rudolph or uh, Mitch Trubisky, something, I don't know. Buffalo Bills, yeah, they're a good team. I know that we've had trouble beating them for a couple years. They're a tough team, man. I am a KC fan too. I'm a Patrick Mahomes fan. Like, even though I'm a Steelers fan, Patrick Mahomes is probably my favorite quarterback. That, and I've always been like an Aaron Rodgers fan too. You know, favorite MLB team. I'm not a big baseball fan, but I'll say the Pirates. Pittsburgh, you know. Yeah, I mean, I try to get into baseball. Really, I do, but yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't watch it, buddy. um, I watch like college basketball or NFL, but that's about it. Other than that, I don't watch too many sports, other than wrestling. Pro wrestling, but I live for that. you know, but if anybody could share the live out, I'd appreciate that, guys. Celtics. Okay. I was a Cavaliers fan. Um, that's, I think, LeBron James, but I think he's still with the Cavs, right? But I watch basketball, like NBA basketball. But I do like basketball. Like, I enjoy, the competition of basketball. Anything but soccer or golf, you know. Like, it's funny because, like, I could play golf. Not that I'm good at it. But was it really? Are you telling me I missed a good season? Yeah, it's been a while since I watched it, man. But like golf, like I was saying about golf, I don't mind watching golf, and I'll play golf just for the fun of it, you know. But I won't watch it. Like I won't watch it on TV. It's like the most boring sport to watch. They talk so low. The commentators talk so low. You can't understand them. Hockey. I try to get into hockey. I can't. I don't see where the puck is when it hits the ice. Whenever they hit the puck, can't get into it. Oh wow. Wow. Crazy. You should think about starting a sports podcast, man. I think you'd be good at it, bro. For me one. They're always talking about sports. You'd be good at it. Start like a sports channel, a sports YouTube channel, something like that. Take my glasses off real quick.
Is there a, egg in here? I gotta take a shot. Oh.
Sorry about that, guys. Hair's all messed up. Yeah, sorry about that. You don't have a room to work? Yeah, I don't blame you, man. Mercedes Monet, that's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother topic, my friend. What's up, Brenda? How we doing today? Good to see you. If you want to trade an hour, Brenda, let me know. I'll trade an hour with you. Send me your playlist if you want. Thank you for the like. I appreciate that, by the way. New York? I've been to New York once. You seem like a cool dude. I'd definitely have a beer with you. Not much of a drinker, but man, I'd have a beer. I'm doing good, Brenda. How are you? Good to see you. Let me know when you go, Brenda. I'll definitely be in here. I'll be in there, helping you out, supporting you. Give me that thumbs up, guys, if you can. Trying to get some more people in here. I've been sharing off Twitter. But if anybody could share the live out, I'd appreciate that. Yeah, we got a lot of lights and buildings, brother. Now, do you have an Irish accent, Romy one? I mean, you might like to hear this. I'm a Conor McGregor fan, so I know he's Irish, but I'm a Conor McGregor fan for sure. I tell you, I think Finn has a more thicker accent than Becky. You know, my friend Greg here, Greg, Mr. Tears 03, he's Scottish, and his accent's like thick. Greg's cool though. Appreciate Greg being on here, guys. Make sure we're subbing to Mr. Tears 03. Greg's a friend of mine, my Scottish friend. Does not feel like it's almost 9 o'clock yet. I don't know about you guys, but come on, y'all. Let's get some more people in here. Share it out. Share it to Twitter. Share it to Facebook. Get some more people in here. Try to get a conversation going again. Hope everyone's having a good night. I know NXT. Hope it's a good show. If anybody's watching NXT right now, feel free to comment. Romy1 says, in the north of Ireland, we have a border to separate us from the south of Ireland, like Dublin and Cork, because north of Ireland is part of the UK. Okay. Interesting fact. I didn't know that. But I'd like to get you on a live session one day, Romy1. Just to talk to you back and forth. Like you've been on here since the beginning of my channel. Like to meet you face to face. You'd be up for that. I'm all about meeting new people. Regardless if you're a wrestling fan or not. If you come on here and we talk, you're supporting me, then I appreciate that. Wow. I never even knew that, man. That's crazy. But yeah, if you want to be on here, man, we'll schedule a time or something. If you're on Twitter or anything like that, let me know. I'll try to get Tay in here one day or something. Guys, if you're just not coming in, let me know. Leave me a comment. If you have a YouTube channel, feel free to put your YouTube channel in the comments. All right, buddy. Sounds good. I would say hit me up on TikTok, but I'm not really on that anymore. I don't really do TikTok like I did before. I used to be on TikTok promoting like once a week, but too many trolls, way too many trolls. Like there's more trolls on TikTok than on YouTube. I've only had like maybe 2 or 3 trolls since I've been on YouTube, and that's been what, 10 months of YouTube I've been on here. Yeah, it's bad. I mean, it's worse than when I first joined TikTok. You know, I was going live like every day for like the last month. You know, like last month I was live every day, but then the trolls just kept coming in and coming in, and it would just not, it wouldn't stop. You know, they were constantly coming in all the time. So finally, I deleted TikTok because it got to the point to where I couldn't even talk to nobody. It's too many trolls, or not just trolls, but kids. You know, there's so many kids online that really shouldn't be. But yeah, whatever. That's why, like me and Tay, you know, we prefer YouTube over anything because it's just that's where all our people are anyway. All our friends, you know, we talk to on here. And yeah, we've made connections through, you know, different platforms and that, but you know, YouTube's my thing. I can care less about going live on any other platform like TikTok, but YouTube I take serious, and I enjoy the people I talk to on here. But yeah, sorry for that little rant, but but yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and there's not a lot of restrictions like with TikTok too. And another reason we left is because of all the restrictions. Like we were getting restricted for nothing. You know, there were times when we'd be sitting there talking, and then all of a sudden a restriction would come up on my phone, and I'm thinking like, for what? You know, like let's just they give you like a 10-minute restriction. But yeah, I love YouTube. Guys, if you're just not coming, give me a thumbs up and sub if you haven't already. Romy1 says, want to hear a mad historical fact? Yes, sir. Call it Romy1 Facts 101. Yeah. An Irishman designed and built the White House. Interesting. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Interesting fact. The more you know, you know. We've officially been on for an hour, guys. Doesn't feel like an hour, but here we are. Appreciate you guys. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for the like. I appreciate that. We're now at 10 likes, guys. Next goal was 15, so we've reached our goal of 10. So let's try to hit 15 if we can. The live's doing pretty good tonight. Thank you. Make sure you're hitting them little heart reactions on the side there. I think that pushes the live out, if I'm not mistaken. I really don't know what it does, but I would hope that it pushes the live out. um, still learning with YouTube. Oh wow, you must be pretty big on history then, man. You know a lot of interesting facts that I never knew. It's a good bit of facts, man. But alright, guys. I think I'm gonna get off here. I might be live tomorrow. I'm not sure. I just wanted to come on here a little bit and talk to you guys. Hope you guys have a good night. God bless. Thank you, Romy One, for being on. Thank you, everyone else. Good talking to you all. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you. Good night, Brenda. Thank you so much for being on. Have a good night, guys. God bless. I'll see you soon.